He couldn't even wait for the meat to be done right.
Well, he was a man of no integrity.
Yeah.
Man.
He sold
He said, what is this? What is this to me?
birthright to
You know, I'm about to die. Well,
Yeah.
guess what? If you're a man of integrity, certain things you die for, man.
And Esau's afraid to die. They're just like the goats.
The goat. Yep.
Man, I'll never forget this. I saw this in St. Lucia. I saw them kill a sheep and a goat. I was a little boy. And something resonated with me. Now I understand why. Now the sheep, it died real quiet. And then it gave up the spirit. But the goat, oh man, the goat was making all that blood curd. Yeah, I saw that when I was a little boy.
And that's how Esau is going to, when we get him, he's going to be doing a lot of screaming, and we're going to beat his ass to make him not scream. We're going to fuck him up, and we're going to tell him, you better not make a sound. And then he's going to try to hold it, but he's going to make a sound, and we're going to beat his ass even more. We're going to fuck him up, man. Esau, you're going to get really fucked up, man. One more day closer to you getting your ass kicked.
Absolutely.
Hey,
that's heavy,
and
man.
You can thank your man Trump dropping bombs on Syria.
Yeah, which is all bullshit. It's all bullshit. We don't know what's really going on behind the scenes. It was all bullshit, man.
Yeah.
That was a cover-up for that him peeing on, getting peed on.
Yeah.
You know?
That might have been somewhere in the Midwest. It probably wasn't even in Syria.
Yeah. It could have been an old video.
Yeah.
You don't know, that news, the news is bullshit. You got people that watching it like, oh shit.
Yeah.
That's really happening. How do you know that's really happening? Are you over there, man?
Right.
Huh?
That's that wag the dog.
Wag the
Wag the dog scenario.
Hey, and then the people that's speaking, somebody else is translated in English. How you know that's really what they're saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, he could be talking about his wife's new handbag. You don't know.
But the masses of the people, we started with Isaiah 25 and 7.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, covering cast over the people. The majority of these people on the planet Earth, they're idiots. They don't know what the hell's going on, man. They're sheep.
Yeah, man. Hey, brothers, it's true, man. I'll never forget that, man. I seen them kill a sheep and a goat. The goat made all kind of noise before it died. The goat did not want to die, but the sheep just, you know.
And that's how Yahushua went. That's why he was called the lamb or the sheep.
Lamb, sheep, yeah.
Because he said he wasn't going to cry out. He just dealt with it, man.
He just dealt with it, yeah.
Now, when we went down, we went down. Man. We were putting slave ships. We were whipped. We were sold on auction blocks. You know, we've been catching hell since we got over here, man. Yeah. Now it's Esau's turn. Yeah. So how are you going to deal with the Esau? How the fuck you going to deal with the Esau?
Yeah.
They're at the point where they're saying, whoa, the Edomites are Arabs. They're Arabs over there. They don't eat no fucking Arabs. They're you crackers, man, over here.
And I want to see you tell the angels of the Lord that when the angels come to separate. I want to say, no, there are the Edomites over there. The angels know exactly who's who. Right. That's why they're the ones that's going to do the separating.
I got Lamentations 4:21.
Go ahead.
Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee.
Well, that's why, what's his name? Elon Rothschild, that's why he's rejoicing. He knows this is his kingdom. He ain't trying to be, Elon Rothschild ain't trying to be a Christian. He said, man, this is my world, this is my kingdom. You see all the slaves that I got? I'm going to enjoy myself. Same thing with the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds. So rejoice, man. That's what we're trying to tell you stupid ass crackers on the lower rung. We're telling you to rejoice, enjoy yourself. Go ahead.
Thou shalt be drunken, and shalt make thyself naked.
Yeah, I'm sorry, go back and read it again.
All right. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom.
Yeah, daughter of Edom, that's the so-called white man. Rejoice and be glad, because this is your salvation. This piece of shit is your kingdom. Go ahead.
That dwellest in the land of Uz.
Right, go ahead.
The cup also shall...
Now, a vocab or a Dr. James White, they'll read that scripture and say, well, you got to go to the land of Uz, showing you that they're not spiritual at all, man. They're actually looking for a place called a land, a Bozrah. Oh, well, I went over to Bozrah. There's nobody in Bozrah. No, because Bozrah is symbolic for fucking America, man.
Right, that's right. Yeah, Bozrah was the capital city of Edom. The capital city of the so-called white man today would be America.
And the Most High gonna bust this place, man. And it's bust America's cherry.
Yeah, it's good the Lord wrote it that way.
Because it's the virgin.
Yeah. Right, yeah.
It's good the Lord wrote it, the word filled with parables, symbols, allegories, metaphors, so not everybody can get it. If the Lord had just wrote it as is, everybody would get it. The Lord don't want everybody to get it.
If it was written as it is, what if you open up the Bible and the Most High wrote it for everybody to get understand? You know what it say? That the Israelites with the so-called Negroes will come over here in cargo slave ships to go up under the white man, aka Esau.
Yep.
All right. And Babylon is, by the way, America. You know.
Will be destroyed.
Yep. They outlaw the Bible, man.
Yeah. And you had certain guys who kind of got an inkling of what the Bible is really saying, and they tried to destroy the book. Hitler is a good example.
They passed in slavery. They had a law where a slave couldn't read
the Bible.
but they'd put you to death. No, they couldn't. You couldn't read, period.
Right.
But if you read the Bible, they would put you to death.
Right.
Why would they do that? Because, you know, what do they know that we don't know? Well, they know that we're the Israelites, man.
That's right. And that they're the Edomites, that they're the devil. So, oh boy, that boy done woken up. He done
That
found
boy
out.
done woken up.
You done found out we're the devil and he an Israelite.
I mean, I don't understand why you want to. Why would they want to kill you for you knowing that you're Israelite?
Because they're the devil.
Yeah.
Son, they're the devil.
You know what it means to be an Israelite? That means you're over everybody.
That means they can't be an Israelite.
Yeah.
For us to be Israelites, for them to acknowledge, they would never acknowledge that they were Israelites. They'll never, to their dying breath, they will never acknowledge they were Israelites. You know why? Because then they would have to say that they're Edomites.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
Oh,
or they're not Israelites.
To answer this brother's question, Deuteronomy 7 and 6.
Okay.
If you please. Hey, because, man, to be an Israelite, look, Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Yeah, write that down. When you say you're Israelite, this is what should come in your mind.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6.
Go ahead.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy power. The Lord thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
And no other nation that was said about.
Go ahead.
Above all people,
Oh, what?
above all people
Go ahead.
that are upon the face of the earth.
Now can you see why they'd want to kill you? You're above all people that are upon the face of the earth. In other words, anybody that's not an Israelite, you're above them. Which that includes the so-called white man. He's not an Israelite, he's
That's
an Edomite.
Right.
That's racism.
Right.
So when you're saying you're Israelite, you're saying you're above everybody on the planet Earth. That isn't Israelites. That's why all the other nations hate us, man. It tells you in Lamentations, the 2nd chapter, how they wanted to see our downfall. What is that, Lamentation 2 and 15?
Yeah,
The other nations, man, they wanted to see us go down.
Well, they partied, the nations partied when at our dead state.
There you go.
Revelation 11 chapter. You know?
Joel 3rd chapter.
Yeah, that's in Lamentations.
Joel,
2
the
and
3rd
15.
chapter. Yep.
And them other nations, they know, the elites of there, they know exactly who we are. And they're glad as hell we're in the position we are today.
Psalms 83.
Psalms 83
Psalms
is another
83
one.
is beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the Lord said. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom.
Right.
You know?
Go ahead, you got it? Lamentations?
Yeah, Lamentations 2, I guess I can start at the 15th.
You keep kicking that.
Keep it, man.
Yeah, brother.
Let me see.
You got a heavy foot.
I do. 15, right? All that pass by, clap their hands at thee. They hiss.
Us. They clap their hands, they go, clap their hands. Go ahead.
All that pass by, clap their hands at thee.
Go ahead.
They hiss and wag their head.
They go, wag their head mean they shake their head. Look at these niggas. All these people on the side. Look at these Mexicans. Go ahead.
At the daughter of Jerusalem,
Go ahead.
saying, is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty?
This is the Lord's chosen people? This people? They're all in the ghetto?
Yeah, look what they're doing. They're killing one another.
Yeah.
They don't get married. They have children out of wedlock.
wedlock, yeah.
They rob one another. They kill each other. Oh, they're eating pork. They're eating shrimp. And that's why we ain't worried about Jake that can't get it, man. Do you think we're concerned about the Jakes that can't get it? We're only concerned about the ones that can get it, man. Which we deem to be the hopeful elect.
They wear their pants below their ass.
So we're not concerned about them niggas.
They're shooting each other.
And the Most High is going to get rid of a lot of them, man.
Yeah, they're going to be an ethnic cleansing. Let's go do it. Go ahead, brother.
Is this the city?
Yeah, it's this. This is the chosen people that I heard about. This great people in the past. That can't be them.
Yeah, because the scriptures say, what is that, Isaiah? Is that Isaiah 1 and 3? Or Isaiah 3?
Yeah.
It speaks about the great orators.
Yeah, Isaiah 1.
Isaiah 1 and 3?
The third chapter.
Isaiah 3. Isaiah 3.
Did you want that part?
Yeah.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 3, verse 1. For behold, the Lord of hosts, doth take away from Jerusalem and from Judah the stay and the staff, the whole stay of bread and the whole stay of water, the mighty man and the man of war, the judge and the prophet, and the prudent and the ancient, the captain of 50 and the honorable man. And
the mighty man, if I may say. At one time, it tells you, what is that, Deuteronomy? One Israelite were able to put 1,000 to flight, and 2 Israelites, 10,000. You don't see that now. The average guy, even if it's like Mike Tyson, he's a mighty man, but he couldn't put 1,000 people to flight. We
were on the level of superheroes.
Yeah.
we were on superhero status.
Yeah.
And that's another reason why Esau don't want to admit he really wants to be one of us, because we're superheroes, man.
Yeah.
Okay?
The Israelites are the superheroes.
Superhero status.
Yep.
And the counselor and the cunning artificer and the eloquent orator.
The eloquent orator, you know?
Yeah, like us, we're not, beginning of Apostle Town down, we're not eloquent orators.
We just speak. We speak.
Right.
You know?
That's what James White is looking for. He thinks
James White is nothing but a bald-headed asshole.
See, that eloquent orator wouldn't say that.
Hey, well, I'm happy.
Yeah, but that's the point.
Right.
We're not eloquent orators, but that's what James White, that's one of the reasons he don't, first is our complexion. That's not first and foremost. Number 2, the words, we say that, he always says the F-bomb. I counted plenty of F-bombs.
So fucking what?
That's another one.
and that reminds me of, what's his name?
Don't be rude in speech, man.
What's his name?
But you're not in knowledge. Can you break down Revelation 12?
Exactly.
You bull-headed fact.
You can't do it.
Hey, Ozzy Osbourne. That's how you know he's a jig. He said, my daughter came to me and said, Daddy, why you curse so much? And I said to her, what the fuck do you want me to say? Ozzy Osbourne.
Hey, Jake, man.
That's a Jake, man.
Hey, he can sing too.
Yeah.
Came up with some classic songs, man.
You got that Cockney accent.
Hey, he did that song, Mama, I'm Coming Home.
Yeah,
I said something Jake was saying.
Yeah.
Mama, I'm coming home.
Yeah, and he worshipped that woman, Sharon Osbourne.
Yeah.
That's Jake.
So-called Jew.
Jake. What the fuck do you want me to say?
Go ahead.
1 Corinthians 1 and 27, it says, but God hath chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise.
And we look like fools, man.
Yeah.
We look like, this is foolish, man.
Yeah.
We out here on the street, it's cold as hell. Only a fool would do that. But what did the Apostle Paul say? I became a fool for Yahweh Shai.
Right.
We're doing it for the Lord, baby.
To please the Lord by the foolishness of preaching and save them.
That's it.
And some of us are sick, ready to drop dead.
Yo, he's sick as a dog. Last
week.
week I was sick. About a month before that, you was sick. And I said, what did I tell you? I said, look, I'm sitting in the car, brother. I'm sitting in the car. Then I said I'll be out here for like 2 minutes. And I wound up being out here for the whole session.
Hey, you brought that soup, you took a couple of sips and put it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I ain't gonna come down here and sit in no goddamn truck, man.
Yeah, come on.
Because in the back of your mind, this demon be saying, you could go in the hospital, pneumonia, you could die.
Yeah.
But you kind of say, man, fuck.
well,
You say that, Now you say that, man. You tell Satan to go fuck himself.
Yeah,
man.
that's right.
Fuck you, Satan.
That's right. Hey, if you're gonna go, the
can
best
tell
way
them
to
where
go is doing the work.
That's it.
In the
You're gonna
name
go
of
doing the work. You know where you're going right to the spirit world.
But then as I'm speaking, I'm sicker and sicker, but I'm stronger and stronger in the
outward
spirit.
man.
Right.
The inward man,
Inward man.
overwhelmed the outward man. I was weak as hell, man. I was leaning, man. I was all fucked up,
But then when the spirit takes over.
When the spirit takes over, man.
Yeah.
And that's why guys can't come into this on this level. Because if you get sick, you're thinking carnally, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, man.
You ain't trusting in the Most High.
Actually, if you get sick, that's a blessing. As the scriptures say, the adversity, the Lord purifies us. So sickness, in a way, is kind of... And which man of the Lord wasn't sick? Timothy had health issues. The Apostle Paul had health issues. Yahushua had health issues.
He had the thorn in the
Thorn in the
side.
side. Don't tell you what that is. Yahushua.
So it was a hindrance, we know that.
Yeah.
It was a hell of a hindrance on him, man.
So, and then the scriptures speak about, the prophets speak about Yahushua arising with healing in his wings. So if we're not sick to begin with, how can Yahushua arise with healing in his wings? Then Yahushua said, he said, the physician, they that be whole need not a physician, but they that be what? They that be sick. So, you know, being sick that's like a blessing, man.
I got something with that.
Go ahead.
2 Corinthians 12 and 10. It says, therefore I take pleasure in infirmities, and reproaches, and necessities, and persecutions, and distresses for Yahweh's sake. For when I am weak, then am I strong.
Now that man been studying. Hey, you see all them magic markers, you know, that's it. You know,
No sleep. Oh, man, yeah. That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
That's one of my favorite scriptures.
Oh yeah, that's a beautiful.
And that comforts you. That's why the scripture is known as the comforter. Because when you get sick, that comforts you. You know?
And that's really a test of our faith, man.
Yeah.
Most High make you sick to test your faith, man. You know?
And I find that because of the sickness, it makes you get closer to Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Right, it grounds you.
It grounds you. It puts that fear in you. You know, so getting sick is a blessing, man. It's actually a blessing.
Although you don't look forward to it.
No, you don't look.
No, I ain't looking forward to getting sick next week.
No,
Let's
hell
say
no.
next year sometime. Let me get sick like that.
Yeah. Well, you know, balance. The Lord ain't gonna make you every time you come to camp you're sick as a dog. That's not balance. But
if the Most High does that, you got to deal with it.
You got to deal with it.
You got to deal with it, man.
I got a scripture.
Go ahead.
This is Lamentations.
Some precepts, ain't you?
Yeah. I'm still reading Lamentations 2.
All the men of the Lord were sick, brothers. There's not one man of the Lord that didn't have some kind of health issue. Go ahead.
All right, this is Lamentations 3 and 15. It says, he hath filled me with bitterness. He hath made me drunken with wormwood. He hath also broken my teeth with gravel stones. He hath covered me with ashes. And thou hast removed my soul far off from peace. I forgot prosperity. And I said,
that's us to a T. Read that part again.
He hath also broken my teeth with gravel stones. He hath covered me with ashes. And thou hast removed my soul far off from peace. I forgot prosperity.
We're moved far off from peace. Peace is over there. It's supposed to be in the Middle East, right? But peace is gonna come when we go back over there after that place is destroyed. So we far away from peace. We over here catching hell, man.
Yeah, the land of shadow and death.
Oh yeah. I'm talking about
Psalm 23.
Psalm 23. And then there's another one in Job. Is that Job 10 and 20? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, like man, when we came out here, it was nice and warm, a little warm. Then all of a sudden, it's like January out here.
Job 10 and 20.
Yeah, see what that says.
Are not my days few? Cease then and let me alone, that I may take comfort a little.
Try 21st
verse. Before I go, whence I shall
That's it.
Job 10 and 20 and 21. Are not my days few? Cease then and let me alone, that I may take comfort a little.
Now that's Job feeling that he's about to die. Read again.
It says, are not my days few?
Am I going to die soon? Go ahead.
Cease then and let me alone.
Leave me alone. Stop putting hell on me. I'm getting ready to die any goddamn way. Go ahead.
That I may take comfort a little.
That I may be comforted a little bit. Go ahead. And like you fucked up and you in the hospital and you ready to die and you in pain and they give you those drugs to comfort your ass. You know, as soon as it wears off. And like my girl's grandfather, he was dying slow and then they were giving him drugs, he'd be good. Then when the drugs would wear off, he felt that pain. And they had to pump him up with some more drugs, man. So he was feeling pretty much like Joe. Go ahead.
Before I go, whence I shall not return, even to the land of darkness and the shadow of death.
Even to the land of, read on, even to the land of darkness and the shadow of death. Meaning what? Meaning the grave, but really what he, twofold, is talking about over here. Even the land of what? Darkness and what?
In the shadow of death.
In the shadow of death. How do we know that this place is the valley of the shadow of death? Because David said it in Psalm 23. Matter of fact, get that too. Read on, Doc. Read on.
It says, a land of darkness.
A land of darkness. Isn't this the land of darkness?
Oh, absolutely.
Go ahead.
As darkness itself.
Go ahead.
It says, I'm sorry, and of the shadow of death, without any order, and where the light is as darkness.
Without any order. This place is out of order, man. That's why the American way is synonymous with the Bible, meaning they believe in the Bible, but they pass laws where you can be a homosexual. You can have a sex change operation. And for the ones of you that can't afford a sex change operation, if you get locked up, free sex change operation. If you join the military, free sex change operation, man. And was this guy Bradley Manning? He was in the military, and he ratted out the United States of their secrets. Then they locked his ass up for 7 years. Then he said he wanted to be a woman, and they gave him a fucking sex change operation. You know?
You got that scripture?
Yeah, he got that precept.
So this fucking place got to go, man. Go ahead.
2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 9. As unknown and yet well known.
Beautiful.
As dying and behold we live. As chastened and not killed.
See? That's it. So you go for the sicknesses, but we got a job to do.
Psalm 23. Read the whole psalm.
Okay.
Good.
Psalm 23 and 1. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters.
What is still waters? This book. Go ahead.
It says, He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake.
For his name's sake. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Go ahead.
Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death.
The valley, America.
The shadow of death.
That's it. So David actually saw America, man.
And it's like here death is like your shadow. It follows you.
Yeah.
You know? You can't escape your shadow.
Well, that goes, well, you know what? Somebody, you know what I want?
Deuteronomy?
I get it.
That's right, Junior.
What's that?
Deuteronomy 28.
And speaking of Shaw, man, I had a dream that I spoke to Shaw and I and I was kind of cursing him out.
This is Deuteronomy 28:65. And among these nations shalt thou find no ease.
Vivid too.
It says, and among these nations shalt thou find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest.
So the ones that have found ease in this place, they have sold their soul to the devil.
Oh, I just sent you a video. It's the 10 richest so-called Negro cities in America.
Oh, we're gonna watch that tonight.
Yeah, it's
How long is the video?
It's only like 11 minutes, 12
Okay, we're
minutes.
gonna watch.
It's like a whole site though. I think it's called the Elitist or something like that, and it's all about Jake and how there's a lot of Jakes that are doing good in this society.
Oh, there's no there. I know for a fact.
Yeah.
I personally know motherfuckers that are doing very well, man. There's Jakes out here that's doing better than Edomites, man.
Yeah. There was one place in New York. There was 2 places in California, and there's 7 major